Hey guys, Mike the Vike here, back for yet another Rust update video. This week we've got some really big changes to the game, pretty much game changing, like huge changes. First one is going to be a total overhaul on the progression system in the game. It sounds like component system is going to be completely gone, and instead we're going to be actually going back to the BP system, except with a few minor adjustments. Overall, though, it's pretty similar, so you'll start with a very basic set of blueprints. You'll have a stone hatchet, stone pick, torch, etc., little basics, and then you will find blueprints out in the world. There were only two major differences between old BP system and this new one. Research tables are now going to have a more important effect, so there's actually going to be 4 tiers of research tables, and you'll have to use certain research tables in order to craft certain items. And these research tables also grant you faster crafting speed, depending on the level, which is really nice. I've been wanting that for ages. The other major change is that you can use scrap to research blueprints, and instead of it being a % chance to get that item, you now have a raw cost for scrap. So pretty much BP frags from back in the day are now just called scrap. Probably the best news is it sounds like this system is actually going to be ready for next week, which is super good news. I can't wait for next week. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of players back to kind of test the waters again. This week we have a really nice quality of life change. You can now pick up furnaces, large boxes, small boxes, and fridges if you have TC access and a hammer out. For vanilla players, this is huge. The inventory of the item has to be empty, but all you need is the hammer, hold E on it, and then you pick it up. Boom, you get it right back. You do lose 20% of the item's condition, but of course you can repair it right back up. They also reduced the cost of furnaces down to 100 wood instead of 200, so I guess just helping out the early game players, which is great. Another nice little change is you can actually place shelves on top of your already placed boxes. Can be a little bit tricky to find the spot sometimes, but definitely a nice little feature, just makes the base building thing a little bit less annoying. I think that little things like this are great because it allows players to focus on more important things than having to replace boxes or smash boxes and do it all over again. Just forget all that stuff. On that same note, actually, maps are no longer craftable, and you actually spawn with a map by default. Sorry, you don't even spawn with it. You just kind of have it as part of your UI. Like, it's just something you have access to. So to access it, you just hold down G, and boom, you got it just like normal. So this is very similar to something like PUBG. You always have a map on you. I think it's great. I think it keeps the game still moving forward and you are focusing less on little stupid things. People used external sites like Rust.io anyway, so just to keep it in game is good. They also made some more adjustments to the Sedan. It's cool to see that they're actually still working on this thing. You'll see that they actually added proper headlights to it, so it looks nice at nighttime. The brake lights also work, which is kind of nifty. They also messed with the physics of the thing, so it reacts a little bit better. It's still super finicky, of course, but this can only be spawned in by admins. They've also made huge changes to the rating balance in the game, so you'll notice I just de-authed myself. And you can no longer place twig stairs and walls and stuff, even if you don't have building priv. So you can no longer just get over high external walls like nothing. See, I can't place stairs, which is huge. I think that's really important because high external walls were kind of useless after the twig update. The other nifty thing is ladders are still placeable, so you can technically get over a high external wall. However, if you aren't in God mode like me, if you don't have serious meds on you and good armor, it's gonna kill you. There has to be a decent commitment on your part to get over a wall. It's not something you could do in 5 seconds as a naked. They also buffed a lot of the barbed wire. You'll see on the high external gate, there's more barbed wire on the sides. So basically, they made high external walls important again. You may have noticed though that foundations and floors are still placeable. And the thought behind this was because back in the day when you could place ladders but nothing else, people just built their base in a specific way to stop ladders. But they don't want that to happen. So they made it so that you can usually and generally bypass any kind of anti-ladder attempts. Anyway, let me know what you think about the new system. Are you glad that stairs are no longer placeable? Or do you think it should all be wiped? Should you not be able to place ladders at all? The fancy snow biome overhaul is making really, really nice progress. There's some awesome pictures of the icebergs, the new icebergs. I can't wait to see them in game. Unfortunately, we won't be getting those for the October update. What we will be getting though is the new ice lakes. Now the ice lakes are going to allow you to get to icebergs without like swimming 500 miles and like making crazy stuff. So it's going to make icebergs more accessible next wipe. It's been a while since I talked about Paul's new AI system, but you know, honestly, he's always making progress and he's giving good updates, but I really just can't tell when we're actually going to get the new AI system. It sounds like he's close, but it always sounds like he's close, so I really don't know. Alex is also overhauling the Viewmodel setup. You can see the new hands here on the AK. Looks a lot more realistic. Like, a lot of guns in the game have really weird looking joints, like if you look at the guy's hand, whereas the one on the left looks a little bit more real. It's not in the game this week. I don't know when it's going to be in, but it'll be good. And then in other news, Thomas is now working on a barbecue concept. I guess we'll be able to make fancy cooking recipes, or maybe just cook food faster. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't burn on our barbecue or something nice like that. That's actually everything for this week. Pretty much just a whole lot of progress on a whole lot of different things. I'm very happy about the little quality of life changes, and I can't wait for the new BP system. But let me know your thoughts on all of this. Are you hyped for BP? Or did you prefer XP? Who knows? That's all I got for this week though. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Helps tremendously. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.